Good, how are you?
Read Billy and the Mini Monsters. Monsters on the Loose.
Wait, is this the second book?
Right.
Yes.
It's a different book than she read the last
Yeah,
time.
T picked this one out. Meet Billy. Billy was just an ordinary boy living an ordinary life until one night he found 5 mini monsters in his sock drawer.
Okay.
Glue, Peep, Bangface, Captain Snot, and Trumpet. Then he saved their lives, and they swore never to leave him. We give you the secret hairy snot tooth oath of devotion. You're awesome, and fun, and scary. Are we scary? I'm not sure I'm very scary. One thing was certain, Billy's life would never be the same again. Chapter 1, The Hound of Death. Billy and his mini monsters have been very busy all week. So far, they have flown to outer space, they've practiced catapulting, and chocolate thieving. Yeah, I got one. And played lots of hide and seek. And for our next adventure, announced Captain Snot. Oh, it is Captain Snot. We'd like to go to school with you, Billy. No way, said Billy. It's far too dangerous for you, and you'll get me into serious trouble. Here are some of the things Billy was worrying about. Captain Snot showing off. Fangface eating everyone's ties. Gloop getting stuck. Trumpet's cheese-powered toots. And worst of all, the mini monsters being discovered and put in a zoo. But we could scare off Basil Brown, your school bully, suggested Fangface. He sounds nastier and nastier every time you talk about it. I'll show him. Billy shook his head. No one could scare Basil Brown. He's the biggest, meanest, baddest boy in school. He'd eat you for breakfast. If you leave us here, your new puppy will eat us for breakfast, whispered Pete. That would be even more dangerous than school. The puppy? Yes, the scary puppy! To you, it's a sweet little dog, Captain Snot explained to Billy. To us, it is the Hound of Death. Don't be silly, said Billy. I'll take her downstairs before I go. You'll be fine. Come on, Poochie. After Billy had left, come on, Pete. But Billy said no. Fine. Have fun being munched by the puppy. He won't even notice we're at school. Oh my goodness. We're going to school. What an adventure. The important thing is that we stick together. And that's Pease Lake Elementary School. Chapter 2, Out of the Bag. I'm glad the mini monsters are safe at home, thought Billy. I've got enough to worry about with Basil. Oh no, groaned Billy as the mini monsters scattered in all directions. How on earth was he going to find them? They could be lost in the school forever. I'll wait until everyone else has gone into the classroom, Billy decided, and I'll look for them. Good morning, Billy, said his teacher, Mr. Parker, coming up behind him. In you go, please. Billy had no choice but to go in. But as he went in, something on the floor caught his eye. Something small and hairy. Peep. Billy quickly bent down to pick him up. Billy, what have you got in your hands? Asked Mr. Parker. Nothing, Mr. Parker. Show me, his teacher said. Billy froze. Where could he hide Pete? There was nowhere to put him. Nowhere except the hamster cage. Look, Mr. Parker, said Billy. I've got empty hands. Outside the classroom. Uh-oh, we've got to get into the classroom to find Peep and Gloop. But we'll never open that door. Well, we can't stay here. We'll be seen. I'll scare them off. Oh, no, someone's coming. No, we must hide under here. Are you sure this is a good idea? We'll be fine. Oh, uh-oh. Going into the trash. The flying hamster. Billy sat in worried silence all through roll call. Then, Mr. Parker, said Basil Brown, I think the hamster had a baby. Nonsense. Then why are there 2 hamsters in the cage? What are you talking about? It's true, said Basil. I can see them. Actually, the new hamster looks like it's got wings. Mr. Parker started to walk over. Don't go near it. It's deadly. A deadly hamster? Yes, replied Billy, getting desperate. I brought it from home. It's got, poisonous fur. You can't go near it. Don't be ridiculous, said Mr. Parker as he went to open the hamster cage. Billy gulped. He didn't know what to do. If Pete was found, then he heard a strange noise. Slurp, squelch, slurp. Billy looked up. Oh no! Splat! Gloop landed on Mr. Parker's head. Arrgh! Mr. Parker screamed and leaped into the air. Billy took his chance. He grabbed Pete from the hamster cage and put him in his pencil bag. By now, Gloop was oozing his way down Mr. Parker's back. Get it off me! Cried Mr. Parker, jumping around the classroom. There's a giant slug under my shirt. I'll help, said Billy. He rushed up to Mr. Parker, grabbed Gloop, and darted back to his seat. Phew! A strange hush fell over the classroom. Basil Brown looked at Billy suspiciously. Where's the slug? Asked Basil Brown. Oh, said Billy, I just threw it out the window. And what happened to the other hamster? Basil Brown went on. It's not there anymore. The whole class looked at Billy. Billy? It was a joke, but there were 2 hamsters. I saw them. Maybe you need glasses? Said Billy. Mr. Parker strode over to inspect the hamster cage. There's definitely only 1 hamster here, Basil. It's time to get back to our lesson. No more jokes, Billy. He still looked upset about the giant slug. I'm watching you, Billy. Billy gulped. Uh-oh, I'm still missing 3 monsters. This is going to be the longest day of my life ever. Inside the pencil bag. I told you it was a bad idea. Pete the hamster. I look nothing like a hamster. You should thank me. I saved you. Meanwhile, I smell food. You think we're near the cafeteria? That's not important, Trumpet. The main thing is that we stick together. I think I smell cheese. Trumpet, come back. Chapter 4, The Flying Potato.
The what now?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, da-da-da. Billy stood in the lunch line. It had been the longest morning ever. He'd left Pete and Gloop in his pencil bag in the classroom. But how was he going to find the others? Then he heard a small toot, followed by a terrible smell. Only one creature in the world could smell that bad. Trumpet? There he is, Billy thought with relief. I'll just ask for that potato. I'm so close now. Too late. Basil Brown was reaching across for the plate. Now he had Trumpet on his tray. If Billy didn't do something, Basil was going to eat Trumpet. Actually, said Billy in a small voice, I wouldn't eat that potato if I were you. I saw a spider on it. I don't believe you, Basil said. You're acting really weird today. Then to Billy's horror, Basil glanced down at his plate. As Basil reached for the lettuce leaf to look for the spider, Billy grabbed the plate. Trumpet whirled through the air and landed squash in the baked beans. The potato collided, splat, with Basil's face. Help! Cried Trumpet, his voice a small squeak. He tried to swim, but the sauce was too sticky. Slowly began to sink into the beans. The next moment, Trumpet disappeared from view. Billy pushed past Basil and plunged his arms into the baked beans, frantically trying to find Trumpet. What are you doing? Thundered Mr. Parker. Billy leaped back, dripping baked beans everywhere. You are in big trouble, Billy. Return to the classroom at once. Mr. Parker walked Billy back to the classroom. I'm going to have to talk to your parents about this, he said. I don't know what's gotten into you today, Billy. I am very disappointed in you. Billy waited until Mr. Parker had gone. Then he slowly opened his hand. Trumpet, he whispered, are you okay? Trumpet grinned at him, nodding. I've still got my cheese, he said. Gloop and Pete peered out from Billy's pencil bag. Trumpet, they said. Isn't this fun? Said Gloop. Billy put his head in his hands. I am in so much trouble. Basil will never forgive me. And I've still got 2 monsters to find. What if I never find Captain Snot and Fangface? They could be lost at school forever. Back in the cafeteria. I'm going to get Billy for this. Uh-oh. What should we do? You have to find Billy and warn him. Here they come. Look, there's Billy. Fangface, where did you go? Billy, I've lost Fangface. Chapter 5, Missing. The rest of the day passed very slowly. Mr. Parker was still upset about the baked beans and the giant slug. Basil Brown was furious about the baked potato and the mystery hamster. Worst of all, Billy had no idea where Fangface was, and he couldn't go home without him. Billy looked for him in PE. He wasn't in the school gym, but Basil Brown was. At break time, Billy looked for Fangface everywhere. In the science lab, in the music room, in the computer room, in the cafeteria. Fangface was nowhere to be found. Finally, Billy went to the playground, and at that point he knew there was no escaping Basil Brown. Ha! Got you! And with no teachers near. Everyone gathered around. You lied about the hamster, said Basil. You threw a potato in my face. Now you'll be sorry. I have to help Billy. Just then, ah! Help! Monster! There's a monster on my shoulder! Ha ha! Basil believes in monsters. Fangface, there you are. Ah! Told you I'd scare off Basil Brown. And he's taking a bow. Chapter 6, Bully No More. Billy found Basil crouched in the corner of the playground, hiding from the other children. Billy couldn't believe it. You're not at all scary, are you? Billy said to Basil. What was that thing? Basil asked. He was still shaking. He's my pet monster, Fangface, said Billy, grinning. All the way home from school, Billy's mom lectured him. The teacher said you got baked beans all over the cafeteria and threw a baked potato. What were you thinking? No TV for a week. Billy didn't mind. He knew he'd never feel scared of Basil Brown ever again. As soon as he got to his bedroom, Billy took out the mini monsters. You were awesome. Can we go to school again tomorrow? Asked Fangface. Maybe not tomorrow. But what about the scary Hound of Death? Whispered Pete. I've got a solution. Captain Snot grinned. I don't think we need to be scared of her again either. He tooted. Scared the dog away. And this is all about the mini monsters. Fangface likes eating socks, school ties, paper, or anything that comes his way. Special skill is massive fangs. Scare factor, 9 out of 10. Luke likes eating cake. Special skill, very stretchy. Luke can also swallow his own eyeballs and make them reappear on any part of his body. Scare factor, 4 out of 10. Captain Snot likes eating boogies. Special skill, can glow in the dark. Scare factor, 5 out of 10. Pete likes eating very small flies. Special skill, can fly, but not very far or very well. Scare factor, 0 out of 10, unless you're afraid of small hairy things. Trumpet likes eating cheese. Special skill, amazingly powerful cheese-powered toots. Scare factor, 7 out of 10, taking into account his toots.